Hey, Dylan, are you at the house still?
Huh? Oh, hey Taylor. Yeah, I'm still at home. How come?
Oh, okay. You're going to need to leave in like the next 10 minutes.
What? Why?
I need the house.
Huh? The whole house? Why?
I'm getting my hair done and my hairdresser is coming to the house to do it.
But why do you need the whole house for that? Surely you can just do it in the kitchen, can't you?
Actually, no, I can't. My friends are coming over as well, and we want the house so that we can have a girls' day. We can't do that if you're sulking around the place.
But Taylor, I have a load of work that I need to do, so I can't really leave the house for long because I need a steady internet connection.
What? Are you on about that stupid stuff you do on the computer? That's not a real job, you know? I mean, I doubt you're even doing anything. You're probably just sitting at home all day playing games, whilst me and your brother are out all day working hard to get the money to pay the bills. How about you do everyone a favor and stop being such a leech, okay?
Well, that's not fair. I'm not just sitting and playing games. I'm actually working really hard. Yes, I might not have to go out to work like Tristan does, but it's still work. I just got lucky enough to be able to work from home. And besides, you don't even have a job. You don't work at all. You just take all of Tristan's money and use it for yourself. Last month you even took so much that he had to ask me to cover a bit of his rent. You didn't even buy anything useful, just some shoes.
They weren't just some shoes. They were Louis Vuitton. Do you even know how jealous everyone is when I wear them? They are some of the most expensive and sought-after shoes in the world.
And are they worth Tristan not having any money for anything else?
Yeah, he doesn't mind. He'd have told me not to buy them otherwise.
He didn't even know you were getting them. And if I recall correctly, he asked you to take them back, and your response was to wear them outside and scuff the bottoms up, just so that you could say that they wouldn't accept them as a return now.
Oh, whatever. Look, just get out of the house. In fact, whilst you're at it, why not just take all of your things and just not come back?
Huh? What are you going on about now?
You heard me. I want you out of the house. Like, permanently.
You're kicking me out?
That's such a harsh way to put it. Think of it more like an eviction.
That's exactly the same thing, and in no way less harsh. Anyway, I'm not going anywhere. We can have a talk with Tristan later if there are some issues that need to be resolved, but for now I'm staying here and I'm doing my work.
Ugh, why do you have to be so awkward? Look, just get out of the house. That's all I'm asking. You don't need to live there, so you can go and find your own place so that me and Tristan can finally live together like a proper couple. I don't want to live with my husband's dorky little brother for the rest of my life. I want my own house and I want it now. So you need to leave, ASAP.
Wow, so this is what you really think, huh? You really hate me, is that it? So much so that you want to kick me out of the house?
Yeah. I mean, why are you even living with us in the first place? Are you really that poor and lazy that you can't earn enough money to get your own place to live? Just how pathetic are you?
I'm not just gonna move out simply because you told me to. In fact, I think I'm gonna have a word with Tristan when I get home later and we can talk about your behavior and how you've been treating me.
You're seriously going to go and tattle on me to your brother? Really?
I'm dealing with this conflict like any mature adult should. I'm gonna have a proper conversation about it with the people who it concerns. And my brother just happens to be one of them.
Ugh, whatever.
Now, I can leave for an hour so you can get your hair done if you'd like, but it can't be more than 1 hour.
Fine, just leave the house for 1 hour. At least that way I'll have some personal time without having to deal with you.
Okay, then I guess I'll be back in an hour.
Or, don't come back at all. That's an option.
I'll see you in 1 hour. Hey, Tristan, sorry to bother you whilst you're at work, but I really think that we all need to have a good, long chat tonight about our living situation. Hey, bro, it's alright. And what do you mean? Has something happened? It's just, Taylor's basically just messaged me and tried to kick me out of the house. What? Why would she do that? She said something about wanting a place for just you and her, which, I do get considering you're a couple and all, but to do that, I think we'd all need to chat about how things are at the minute. Yeah, no, of course. It's probably for the best that we all talk things through. Thanks, bro. No problem. I'll see you tonight then, yeah? Yeah, definitely. See you later. Taylor, what have you done? Why is all my stuff on the sidewalk?
Oh, you're back.
Yes, I'm back. Why is all my stuff outside in the front yard?
I told you, I want you out of the house. This is our home, and neither one of us wants you here anymore. Trust me, I know because I messaged him and he said that he agreed with me. So you should just take your stuff or whatever's left of it and get out of here already.
Well, I know for a fact that's not true because I spoke with Tristan earlier and he said that he agreed with me. But apparently you've decided to take matters into your own hands and totally destroy everything I own.
Well, I thought you just needed a bit of a helping hand to get the message. Now that all of your stuff is already outside, you can just pick it all up and go live somewhere else.
You've really gone too far this time, Taylor. It's starting to rain. All my things are gonna get soaking wet. This isn't funny.
It kind of is from my point of view.
You were such a horrible woman. I don't know what my brother saw in you when he decided to marry you.
Blah, blah, blah. Just get lost already.
You're definitely gonna regret doing this.
Oh, I'm so scared. As if.
You won't be mocking me soon.
And why is that?
You'll find out soon enough. Dylan, where are you? How come you're not at home, and where's all your stuff? Why don't you ask your wife? Taylor took all my things out of the house and chucked them on the sidewalk in the rain. I've had to gather everything up and put it all into storage. I'm currently in a hotel for the night before I can get a new place sorted. Oh, hang on. You're moving out? Yeah, I can't deal with Taylor anymore. This was the last straw. I'm only glad that I took my laptop with me when I went to the cafe, so that I could get some work done. If I hadn't done that, then someone walking by the house could have just taken it. I've already lost some of my things because people have simply helped themselves thanks to Taylor. Jeez, I'm sorry she's done that. Let me just have a word with her. Look, I'm sorry to say this, Tristan, but I can't live with her. As long as she's about, then I won't be moving back in with you. I see. Okay then, leave it with me. I'll make sure that everything gets sorted out properly. Huh? Don't worry about it. Okay?
Dylan, hey, how are you? Look, about the other day, I don't know what came over me. Just chucking all of your things out like that? So rude. So, I know I said that I didn't want you living with us anymore, but maybe I was just a bit hasty. We can all fit into the house. It is quite a big one after all, lol.
So, what's brought all this on then?
Well, Tristan may have mentioned something about needing to split the rent or something like that, but it's truly not about the money. I honestly would just miss you being in the house. Although, if you could come back and start contributing towards the rent and bills again, that would be good.
Ah, I see. So you finally found out that to actually live in the house, you need me to help pay the bills, huh?
Maybe.
What happened to my job not being a real job and that I'm just playing games or something stupid like that?
Well, I don't get it, but Tristan told me that you actually earned more than him. But surely with that amount of money, you could just pay the rent and we could live a bit better? It wouldn't be too much skin off of your nose now, would it?
So first you wanted to kick me out of the house, saying that I was a lazy bum who contributed nothing to your life, and now you want me to come back simply so I can pay the rent and bills and you can go and spend even more of Tristan's money? Yeah, I don't think so.
But you've got to. I don't want to go and live in some dingy little flat simply because Tristan's not earning enough.
Have you ever thought of you getting a job so you can actually help out paying for things? Not to mention that you'd have your own money to spend on whatever you want then, instead of using all of Tristan's.
Oh, please. As if someone like me was meant to work a menial job like you. I deserve a life of luxury.
Well, I hope that luxury can be found in the dollar store because it sounds like you and Tristan are gonna have to cut back on your spending if you're gonna afford to keep living in that house.
Ugh, see, this is why I don't like you. You're just so selfish.
Says you.
Whatever. Me and Tristan can figure something out. At least I'm rid of you now.
Uh-huh, sure.
What did you say to him?
Huh? Say to who?
To Tristan, of course.
I've not spoken to him today. Why?
Because he's saying that he wants a divorce.
What?
Yeah, he's saying that he's come to realize that the person I actually am is not one that he can see himself spending the rest of his life with. He said that he wants to be with someone who doesn't make his life harder by spending all of his money and someone who actually works to help contribute towards the house. But he said the most important thing was that whoever he is with needs to get along with his family, most importantly, his brother. So, what did you tell him about me?
Oh, wow, he actually said that?
Yeah. He also put all of my things on the sidewalk outside of the house. Can you believe he did that? I didn't even do anything wrong.
Well, maybe you need to go away and reflect on your behavior. It might do you some good for the future.
Whatever. I don't need your stupid advice right now. Just get me back with your brother. It's your fault we've split up.
Well, I know that's not true in the slightest. Besides, he's my older brother and he can make up his own mind about who he likes and who he doesn't. I'm not gonna try and persuade him to be with someone he doesn't want to be with, especially when that person is a horrible narcissist who cares about no one but herself.
Some brother-in-law you are. You're just useless to me. I mean, where am I supposed to go now? I've got nowhere to live.
Well, there's plenty of flats available.
Ugh.
Anyway, if you got nothing left to say, I'm gonna go. I've got some things to move back into my old house.
Hey, you've got to help me. I don't want to live a normal life like everybody else. Get back here, Dylan. Dylan!
After hearing what my brother did, kicking out his wife and getting a divorce from her, I thanked him for backing me up. I then moved back into the house that we shared and went back to paying half of the rent and the bills. Now that Taylor was gone though, Tristan had a lot more money to spare and he was even able to buy himself some things that he'd been wanting for quite a while. As for Taylor, I heard that she had to get a job at a local supermarket. I do see her around from time to time when I shop, and she doesn't look like she's living a life of luxuries at all. I think she ended up renting a flat in town, which was nowhere near as nice as the house that me and my brother lived in. But sometimes life needs to deal you a pretty big lesson in order for you to shape yourself up. I just hope it works for Taylor. Hey Megan, make sure my bath is ready for when I get back. It's been a long day at work and I want to be able to come back and relax straight away in a nice, warm bath. Remember, it needs the oils, the candles, the bath salts, and some good music. The temperature also needs to be an even 105 degrees to be perfect. I don't want to have to be waiting around again while you try and sort it out. Or worse yet, do it myself again.
I understand that you might have had a tough day at work, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to have anything ready by the time you get back.
What? Well, why not?
Well, I've been busy too. In fact, I still am. I'm not even back home yet, so I definitely won't have the time to make a bath for you before you get back. You might even make it back before I do. I'm sorry, baby, but that's just the truth. I probably won't be able to get dinner done either. I know I'll be too tired to cook anything by the time I get back. Maybe we could order in or something? There's that nice Chinese place just down the road. What do you think?
No, I'm not ordering in. I don't want to spend money on food when we've got perfectly good stuff to eat at home. You just need to get off your lazy butt and actually do something for once.
Excuse me? What do you mean I need to stop being so lazy? I'm nothing of the sort. I literally just told you that I wouldn't be able to make it back to do anything until late because I'm still working.
Well, that's just not true now, is it? You're probably just sitting in some nail salon or something, spending my hard-earned money.
What do you mean? I'm not doing that at all. And how am I in any way lazy and unhelpful?
Well, how can you think that you're not? Your job isn't even a real job. You just go around taking pictures of people and then charging them money for it. I could do that with my phone's camera. You have no idea what hard work looks like. Not to mention that you don't even help out around the house like a good wife is supposed to.
Like a good wife's supposed to? Tell me, what is a good wife supposed to do according to you?
You know, clean the house, cook, make sure everything's in order and ready for when the husband, me, gets home. Seriously, it can't be that hard. All you need to do is actually put some effort into it and you could be a pretty good housewife.
But I'm not a housewife. I have a job that I work incredibly hard at. And being a photographer is more than just pointing a camera at someone and clicking a button. It takes skill and experience to know how to get the best picture possible. And the fact that I work weddings, taking pictures of people's most important day, is definitely hard work. You have no clue the amount of pressure that hangs over me on those days, as I have to try and get everything perfect because I can't ask the bride and groom to redo anything. They can't have their first kiss or dance twice.
It doesn't matter. You are the woman, so you should do the housework, no matter what else you're doing.
I'm sorry?
That's okay.
No, I mean, I'm sorry because I had no clue that when I married you, I had signed up to become your bloody housemaid.
Well, what did you expect? That I would do all the work at home? Not likely. I've never done house chores, and I don't think I ever will. That's a woman's job, and so I'll make sure that a woman does it.
Do you even hear yourself? You sound so sexist right now. I actually can't believe it. And for your information, I do clean up around the house. Way more than you do. Even though I have way less time than you. You can't even be bothered to put your underwear in the wash at the end of the day. The hamper's right in the bedroom too. But no, you just dump everything on the floor and expect me to sort through all of your dirty stuff and clean up after you. Well, in case you haven't noticed, I'm not your mom, and you're not 5 years old anymore. If you want a maid, then you can hire one.
I'm not wasting my money on hiring a maid when you're more than capable of tidying up whilst I'm at work. I mean, you don't have weddings to photograph every day, do you? I know that more often than not, you're just sat at home doing nothing at all.
I don't know where you've got this idea that I don't do anything all day, but it's not true. I actually have work that I do. And whilst I might not be photographing things every day, I still have work to do. Take a wedding, for example. I will have to sift through the hundreds of photos that I have taken on that day, delete all of the bad ones, and find the best looking ones. This usually consists of a group between 20 to 50 photos. I then have to edit all of these pictures to make them look as perfect as possible. An edit on just one photo can take a couple of hours, so times that by 50 and it's actually a lot of work.
But all you do is tap away on your laptop whilst I'm watching TV. Face it, your so-called job isn't that difficult at all. At the end of the day, I'm the one earning all the money to pay for the house and the bills and whatever else you want, so you have to do what I say. If you want any money to go out and stuff, then be a good wife and start taking care of me and the house. You can start by having dinner ready for when I get back.
I really don't know where you get off on acting like such a jerk. If I had known you were going to be like this, I never would have married you.
I'm not being like anything. You're the one being selfish and stubborn.
You know what? You can make your own bath and do your own dinner. I'm going out to eat. I won't be here when you get back.
Don't you dare! You can't go out. You've got to make my dinner. I forbid you.
Too bad. I'm not your dog nor your maid. I can do what I want.
But I don't know what to make.
Looks like you'll be eating beans on toast then. That's so simple, even you can make it. Cyan, you there?
Hey Meg, what's up?
Are you free to meet up?
When were you thinking?
Now, if possible?
Yeah, sure. I think I can do that. How come you want to meet up so suddenly? Has something happened?
It's Tom. He's been such a huge ass. I really could do with someone to talk to. I thought maybe we could go to our bar, if you're up for it.
Yeah, of course. God, he must have done something bad if you need to head out for a while.
Oh, you have no idea. He literally just messaged me demanding that I make his bath for him and have it ready for when he gets back home. It's like he was expecting me to be a 1950s housewife, waiting at the front door with dinner in one hand and a beer in the other.
Jeez, that does sound really sexist.
Yeah, and that's not the half of it. He kept going on about how I don't do anything all day apart from watch TV and play games on my computer. He said that because he pays for everything, then I should at least clean the house and do all of the other housework.
Hang on, but you do have a job. Doesn't he know that?
I've told him a million times that I work, and I've even talked to him in depth about what I'm working on. But he just never listens. He brushes it off and ignores me in favor of watching the TV. I mean, as soon as he gets back from work, all he does is sit himself down on the sofa and switch on the TV. He doesn't move from that spot unless he needs the bathroom. Even then, I'm surprised he doesn't ask me to wipe his butt for him.
Gross. Have you tried getting him to do something different? Like, something more fun?
Trust me, I've tried everything. All he says is that he's tired from work, which I apparently wouldn't understand, and that he wants to relax how he wants to. Which, I get that. Sometimes work can just take it out of you. But he never wants to do anything else, even on his days off.
Has he ever said things like he has tonight before?
What, about me acting like a maid?
Yeah.
He's made little quips and snide comments before, but this is the first time he's full-on said I need to act like his maid. Actually, I think the proper term he used was a good wife, or something stupid like that.
Ugh, barf.
Uh-huh, I know. Honestly, I don't think that I can go back to him after this. All he's going to be expecting is for me to apologize and then act like he wants me to. I can't do that. I'm not someone's maid. When we first got married, everything was great. He helped out with the house chores and we had fun together. Since then, though, he's just become this sexist, lazy bum.
I'm sorry, Meg. Look, I'm just coming up to the bar now so we can talk some more inside and figure something out. Okay?
Alright, I'll see you in a minute. Thanks, Sion.
It's no problem.
Hey, Megan, where were you last night? You never came home.
I stayed over at Sion's. I needed to sort a few things out.
Seriously? I was hoping you'd be back to do my breakfast. I mean, we did discuss this last night. This isn't a great start to show that you're gonna stop being lazy and useless. I suppose there's nothing else to do but this.
But what?
I'm divorcing you.
What?
Yep, your lazy ways are simply too much for me to put up with. This way, if I divorce you, then maybe you'll learn how to be a good wife. This is a lesson that you sorely need.
You know what? Fine. You can have a divorce if you want one. I'm not worried. In fact, it might be the best thing you actually do for me.
Ha! That's doubtful. You'll be begging me to take you back because you can't make it on your own. And when you do come running to beg me to take you back, there'll be a few conditions before I do. Mainly, you'll have to stop being lazy and start actually helping out around the house. I'll be expecting a proper clean home and dinner most nights. Once your temper tantrum is over, we can finally get things how they're supposed to be.
You're going to be in for a rude awakening. There's nothing in this world that will make me want to go back to you.
We'll see. Anyway, I'll send the papers around this afternoon. Please sign them as quickly as you can. Just try not to let this tantrum last too long. We've got to go and see my parents in a few weeks. Hey, Megan, are you done ignoring me yet? Our trip to my parents' home is tomorrow, so we need to get packed and ready. You can just pack me my regular clothes. I don't think we'll be going anywhere too fancy. Megan?
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Our trip's tomorrow. You need to come back and get everything ready for us.
I don't need to do anything. I'm not your wife anymore. In fact, I don't want anything to do with you. Anyway, I'm busy tomorrow. I've got a wedding to photograph, so I really can't have any other distractions. It's quite a high-profile one.
Hang on, I was reading about a wedding between two famous actors and that it's taking place tomorrow. Don't tell me you're photographing it.
Well, I'm not really at liberty to discuss it. I had to sign an NDA after all. But I might have something to do with it. It just shows that I wasn't just messing around on my laptop. I was doing important work, creating a portfolio that I could then use to promote myself to becoming one of the best photographers out there.
What do you mean, one of the best photographers?
Exactly that. I've built myself up so that I am a highly sought-after photographer. And not just for weddings. I have people offering me jobs all over the world. From film sets to modeling agencies. I really do have a lot to choose from.
But that's impossible. How come I never knew about this?
You didn't listen. I told you about my job multiple times, but you just ignored me.
I just thought that it was all rubbish and a waste of time. I didn't know you were actually good at taking pictures. Like, I thought anyone could do it just with their smartphone.
Well, that's your problem. I've already had so many offers that I'm earning way more than you ever have.
I never knew. Well, I mean, even though you're working, you'll have to find time to fit some housework around your schedule. It's good that you're finally doing something, but the house still needs to be cleaned.
I've already told you.
I'm not coming back to you. I've got my own place now. If you want a clean house, then you're going to have to do it yourself.
What?
Yeah, I'm way too busy to be your maid. Looks like you're going to have to stop being lazy and actually get up off of your backside for once.
Please, come back, Megan. I mean, with the amount of money you're earning, we might even be able to hire a maid. You won't have to do anything then.
No thanks. You've shown your true colors, and I'm not interested in your horrible, sexist behavior. Just because I didn't go to work like a normal person didn't mean I wasn't working hard. It's your own fault if you couldn't understand that.
But I didn't really mean anything by the divorce. I was just trying to teach you a lesson. You know, how to be a better wife and stuff. So you need to come back to me now. I mean, you must have felt lonely in my absence. If you say sorry, we can get back together.
I'm officially a married person now.
Huh?
Yeah. After we got divorced, I threw myself into my work. But whilst I was working a modeling job, I met another photographer and we really hit it off. We ended up going out on a few dates to see if there was a spark, and we realized that we loved spending time with one another. From there on out, we continued dating and became an official couple. 4 months later, he asked me to marry him. Lots of people thought that we were rushing into things, but me and Jack knew that we didn't want to be with anyone else. We had a small wedding. We actually eloped to Iceland and had our honeymoon there too. We got loads of amazing photographs. And I've even started my own Instagram page with me as the subject of the photos. It's doing really well. I've already got over 50,000 followers and I only started it a couple of weeks ago.
Hang on, but you can't cheat on me like that. That's not fair. You should give me at least half of what you're earning as compensation for cheating on me.
I didn't cheat on you. We were divorced. I had absolutely nothing to do with you.
But I thought that you would come begging for me to take you back. I just wanted you to show me that you couldn't do anything without me. You shouldn't have been able to go off and be successful on your own. That's not how this was supposed to work.
Well, tough. You decided to play stupid games and you've won stupid prizes. Besides, I wasn't happy in our relationship anyway. I probably would have filed for divorce soon.
What?
Yeah, I mean, you can't tell me that you were happy in the relationship. Although for you, bossing me about probably was entertaining. Regardless, a marriage is made up of two people who can both decide whether or not to walk away. I made up my mind to leave, and I would have done even if you hadn't given me divorce papers.
But
Anyway, I've got to go. Busy day and all. Lots of people to meet and deals to sign for more photography jobs. What have you got planned? Wait, let me guess. Sitting in front of the TV again? Yeah, I thought so. Have a nice life, Tom. I know I will now.
Wait, Megan, please.
After that, I went on to work a bunch of amazing jobs with my new husband. We made an amazing team, and even became so sought after that we were able to fully book out our entire year. No one accused me of being lazy or useless again, and I've made a very nice life for myself through all of my hard work. Sadly, Tom wasn't so lucky. Because of his lazy and sexist attitude, he continued to believe that housework was solely a woman's job. Because of this, his home fell into a pretty bad state. As well as that, no woman wanted to go out with him because of his sexist attitude. It just goes to show that times really have changed, and that men and women's roles are vastly different to how they used to be. Treat everyone with respect, especially your partners, and try to work together to make each other's lives easier.